Today's December the 3rd, 2008. My name is Peter Byrne. It's B-Y-R-N-E. I live in Toronto at 1324 Dundas Street East. Lovely home. I've been here for 7 years. I don't have a criminal record. Some people are wondering. There's a few things that I wanted to talk about today. Actually, there's a lot of things I wanted to talk about today. So I'm just going to talk for about a half an hour. So if you don't have time to watch this now, put it away. It's a long one. What I want to talk about is my past and my present and my future. Everybody has a past, and lots of things in my past could be viewed upon as questionable. A lot of things in my past are absolutely wonderful. One thing that happened recently in my past was on March 31st of this year, 2008, I had my spine rebuilt after having a herniated disc for 4.5 years, having terrible pain for that period of time, and not really being able to do what I would like to do with my life, because I'm a very active person, very hyper, love to bite into projects and don't let go till they're done. But anyway, I had my surgery and ended up laying in bed for a couple of months, which I had never done before. And it turned out to be quite a challenge at first, but after a little while I realized that writing was new for me, and it was very enjoyable. So I started to write, and I'm very obsessive when I get going on something. And within a couple of months I had wrote a book, and this book was called The Glass House. The contents of this book are very personal to me. What I did with this book was I decided to 100% completely rewrite my future. In the past I've been involved with several different types of businesses over 30 years. As a hairstylist for 30 years, wonderful clientele over the years, met people from around the world everywhere. I did perennial design, landscape design, specializing in gardens that would be in color permanently. Did artistic renovating for people that appreciated not just drywall on their walls, but a beautiful finished canvas with artwork. And I did some PR work with some companies. Anyway, it was a very interesting journey up until the age of 46. I also had a couple of investment properties where I had tenants over the years. And so when I decided to rewrite my life, everything had to evolve around art and beauty, because there's so much beauty in art. And I made a choice to not be a hairstylist, not be a renovator, not be a landlord, not design gardens, stop doing labor-intensive work because of my surgery, which, thank God, I had a fantastic surgeon. Thank you, Dr. John. And I've had a full recovery, and I do have my health back. And that's why I'm sitting in front of the camera. So with having my health back, I've had the opportunity now to take my book, my story of rewriting my future, and bring it to life. So October the 1st, 2008, 2 months ago, the tenants had moved out of the house pretty well. A couple left, but they ended up moving on, which was very nice. And I took this house that was broken down into 4 apartments and opened it up into an open concept home. And to my surprise, it was a really big house. I had never had the whole thing for myself before, and having 2,500 square feet was just an amazing opportunity to do an art project. So the renovating crew took everything out, and within about 2.5 weeks we were ready for the artists to come in, and very simply just put an ad on Craigslist, and on late Monday evening, and by Wednesday morning we had 20 people, 20 artists in the house. And although it was the middle of October, it felt like Christmas. We were all so excited. I had collected a lifetime's worth of art myself. Beautiful pieces of glass from all of my traveling, and glass that people had given me from their traveling. Many stained glass panels that I have designed and have made over the years. Thank you, Ingrid. And my girlfriend Ingrid was moving out of Toronto. She is a stained glass artist, so she gave me her entire collection of stained glass, and I just treasured that gift. So anyway, I had collected well over $100,000 worth of product. So when the artists came in and had a look around, and I gave them some very quick instruction on what to do, there was a frenzy in here for 10 days, and the energy just grew rapidly every day, and it was wonderful. There were so many art projects that were brought to completion so quickly. So this 2,500 square foot blank canvas all of a sudden started to take on this multicultural image of everybody's imaginations and their fascination just flowing everywhere on the walls. And then we had a little bit of a slowdown for a while, getting our website pulled together and doing a bit more construction. And then the second wave of artists came in, and again, it was just a simple ad on Craigslist. Very well written by a good friend of mine by the name of Andre, who is a very dear friend and a great journalist. So the next ad went out, and again the same thing happened, and within this time it was fast, within about 12 hours we had about 25 people committed to coming through the house again. And so the second wave of energy and excitement started in the Glasshouse project. And this time it was even bigger. We had international artists show up, not just local. And the young local artists were fantastic and put a lot of the base into this project. But magically we had artists that had traveled from different parts of the world, Colombia, Mexico, Cuba, Brazil, Italy, the list goes on. And these artists had up to 30 years of experience, so blending this wisdom and culture with the young energy, it created, again, a level that was even higher than before. And this second wave of artists worked through the home and did their magic, and some of them are still working on their projects. Some of them are quite labor intensive, quite long in timeline. And then a really unique situation happened. We changed our ad and we asked for volunteers to come in. And again, within a very short period of time, just a matter of days, we had another group of about 25 artists show up. And this time, a lot of the artists that showed up actually have experience with working with glass, and they've been sharing their techniques with the other artists. And not only sharing their techniques, but literally brought trucks and carloads full of supplies for us, and gave us renewed energy once again. So the vision of the Glasshouse project is coming to fruition. It's perhaps about 80–85% complete, and our completion date for the majority of the large work is December the 13th, and that's where we're going to be doing our press release and letting every culture around the world know what the Glasshouse project stands for, and let everybody know that this is the first one, but we already have plans for many, many other locations. Some of the fun things that we're doing in this home, and this is being created through the thoughts of everybody that works here, because we're all working with complete freedom of choice on all aspects of our art. So the inspiration and the knowledge and the collective of fantastic new ideas are abundance, and there's just an endless amount of